art, inspired by nature and made by nature, Maarten Schaddelee has been sculpting wood and stone for almost 30 years, and he has some beautiful new pieces that we're going to see in his sandwich studio.
I have taken inspiration from the very beginning, because it all happened when we moved here. I was not sculpting until we moved here, and it took a couple of years and various hobbies, building canoes and photography and everything, and then turning wooden bowls, and then discovering that I could sculpt. And the first things were whales and dolphins, which led to eagles and seals, and now these lyrical pieces. Yeah, they've captivated me. Unbeknownst to me, subconsciously, I have always been chasing the curve. When you look at my first pieces, which were whales and dolphins, and the bodies of whales and dolphins are compound curves. They curve this way and they curve this way. And now these new pieces, I've taken them to a bit of an extreme. In fact, somebody said to me when they saw the marble pieces, they said, "How do you bend the stone?" I said, very, very carefully.
The lyrical pieces, how do you decide which stone gets to be the final thing?
Depends on the drawing. For instance, the mahogany pieces, there's no way I could do those in stone because they're so delicate. And then I started sculpting in every direction because you can look right through. Nothing is touching. I've done a number of these pieces, including treble clefs. And they were inspired by something that happened in Florence a number of years ago. We were at a small church and we heard these voices, and they were literally going, like they were filling every space of that church. And it was like you could almost see the sound. And I realized after I did my first lyrical piece in mahogany with a treble clef that I had captured that moment of what we saw and felt in that little church. I'm tickled by them. They make me laugh. Why did it take me so long to get to this point? Depending on what I've sketched, I will look for a piece of stone or a piece of wood that holds my idea, not what's in the stone and waiting to come out. No, I force myself upon the stone. This is what I see. You're gonna hold that. I don't know what you've got inside you technically, but I'm gonna get you. Stone isn't as predictable as wood because I buy really, really good wood, and you can kind of see what's there. Stone doesn't always work that way. There'll be vugs in it. Vugs are naturally occurring holes, especially in marble. Sometimes there'll be little chunks of crystal in them because most people don't know that marble was once seashells. And seashells, the calcium, become limestone. And that limestone, as the Earth's plate started to shift, was compressed. And compression creates heat, and it crystallized the limestone. So sometimes you get these incredible crystals inside, and they could cause a problem. Yeah, they're not what I saw. When this piece is in the rain, it's going to look like that, you see. I like that idea that it has two looks, one when it's dry and one when it's wet. There are pieces here in gold marble, pink marble, beautiful striated stone, wood, mahoganies the mahoganies are so special because I use African and Honduras, and they have this quality of being able to move. Some of the pieces, in fact, when you walk by them, you see them vibrate because I've taken them down so much. Of course, still my whales and dolphins and eagles. There's a lot of eagles. I think that's because we have so many eagles here on our property. We have about 4 or 5 shells. They're whelks that we find on the beach here. They're about as big as my thumb, but then I expand upon them. And they were inspired by Anne Morrow Lindbergh's book on shells and living in a cottage on the ocean. And each chapter is about a shell. Working with burls, one freestanding burl and one wall-hanging burl are in the show. And I love doing faces. So one of the burls has this feminine face in it, and the other one has a secret. And people don't know the secret until I show them the secret.
Maarten Artist Studios and Sculpture Garden is open by appointment, where you can see many more of Maarten's nature-inspired pieces. For community producers, I'm Heather Leary.